Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Falcons coming in at 2-2, going up against the Bears, who come in at 2-2. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Thank you, Larry. From the home of the Falcons since 1992, there's a look inside the Georgia Dome, just on the outskirts of downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
When I watched their game tape and their victory last week, is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
2nd down following the run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, and that's incomplete. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Eddie Goldman's everything you want in a defensive tackle, a run stuffer who can move upfield and rush the passer.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. Thirteenth play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got time. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And Forbath will put this one through, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6, an unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
This will be fielded at the 6. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Northwestern University. It's Trevor Siemian.
This young man is near and dear to my heart. I saw him play in high school. Olympia High School in Orlando, Florida, where he was a prolific passer, real smooth in delivering the football. Had to sit a while at Northwestern before he got his chance to be a full-time starter. Showed his potential. Drafted late in the process by Denver. And now he's got a chance to be a starter in the NFL.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Again, it's Howard. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And when you talk about this offense, you, of course, have to talk about Alshon Jeffrey.
Long, agile, he makes any quarterback that much better.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down. Play clock winding down. Simeon on third down. And Jeffrey's got it. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll need to get the play off quickly. From the 50, it's Simeon. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a 2nd down. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Desmond Trufant has made a great reputation in a short amount of time in the NFL. A lockdown corner that most teams don't attempt to try.
Second down now after the pass completion. Time running out here on the play clock. Simeon surveying the field. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here comes the Bears defense now back out onto the field. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed that. Totally missed it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding time. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And is that Jones, the one slow to get up? Yes, Julio still down right now. We'll check on his status when we get back. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, balls out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes. different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. This is Howard. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And the play clock's running down. On second down, here's Simeon. And that'll be incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go with Howard again. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
This is Howard on 2nd down. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at Going forward, watching it on tape, maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Play clock winding down. And they'll run it here. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the...
So that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Simeon. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Chicago first down. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On first down, they run with Howard. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
And many use the running game like boxers do. Body blow after body blow after body blow. You may not get what you want early, but those add up, and by the 4th quarter, you could break a big one.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. 3rd and long. It's Simeon. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get the field goal, but partner, that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
This is taken at his 4. They juked him. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears defense gearing up as they take the field. They're just looking to duplicate what they did last time. Force the 3 and out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing better, really, is creating a turnover. 3 and out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post with a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3 and out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3 and outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Looking to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got time. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Jacob Shum now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. 2
yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
All right, here we go. Boom,
time running out here on the play clock. Simeon. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Three yards left to grab here on 3rd down. Simeon on 3rd down. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body. Ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the play clock's running down. Now it's Simeon. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Now Simeon. Surveying the field. And he connects with Ebron. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Play clock winding down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. throw on second is Simeon. And he will find his man on the outside. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on 1st down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. To throw is Simeon. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And it's 2nd down. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. 3rd and long. It's Simeon. And he fires one, but incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And 4th down coming up. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
They had a long way to go. They started that drive at their own 3, and they scored 3 from it.
What an excellent job by an offense that could have very easily just said, okay, let's just take a few plays safe, punt the ball away, and play some defense. Instead, they found a way to attack and put themselves in position to put points on the board.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now back to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there, and it'll be first down Atlanta.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever. He'll look to throw, finding time. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He goes underneath to Freeman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
On 2nd down, here's Simeon. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be a couple. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Simeon. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now Howard. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Play action. It's Simeon. He's got time. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it?
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Look to throw again, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Here's Jacob Shum now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Falcons are winning the turnover battle, but this is still a tight game. The Bears have to feel somewhat lucky to still be in such a close game, considering those turnovers. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. First and 10, defense will get to the QB here. This one ends up as a loss of 6. Now to late in the first half. Defense is going to come away with the sack. This will go as a loss of 10. So that'll wrap it up for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll head back now to Atlanta for the start of the second half.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Simeon surveying the field. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. The play clock's running down. Simeon. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That draw play got blown up by the blitz of the defense. Ordinarily, that's exactly what you want. You want them to blitz, and they go past you, and you go past them for a big gain. But in this situation, they hit him at the worst possible spot, right exactly where you were running the draw, and he got in there and got him.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. 3rd and long. It's Simeon. Looking for someone to throw to. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Time running out here on the play clock. And Zerline's kick is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They come out here in the eye. Freeman again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game. But here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game. And if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe. There's no doubt that his size is a factor, but I've seen a lot of big running backs in the league not have that kind of impact because they don't run like a big back should. Get behind their pads, as they like to say, lower center of gravity, and knock people backwards. Sometimes they run too upright and take too many hits. Not this guy. He knows how to get low, break tackles, and gain additional yardage.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. A handoff as they run the counter play. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So they're going to go for 2.
Right. He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. Tied on the right. Hey. All right, here we go.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Now another try at 2 here from the 7 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right? That's not where
push 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion.
Here we go. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding time. Going for the deep ball. He's got him in. Complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play.
You ran into a brick wall. You ran into a brick wall, baby. You ran into a brick wall, baby.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on third down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead is down to 9. It's 15-6. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They go with Howard to begin the drive. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
They're expecting pass. Simeon now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a gain there of 11 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And the play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
To throw on second is Simeon. He's got time in the pocket. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Play clock winding down. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Bears defense as they head out to set up shop now. A field goal last time is what they gave up in a close game. All these drives start to feel so critical.
And they are. And, you know, we've met so many defensive coordinators who just really hate the bend but don't break mentality. They're much more of the aggressive school. But that mentality has won a lot of games. If you're only giving up field goals on drives, that usually keeps you in it and gives your offense a chance to retaliate.
Yeah, and right now it's got him with the lead. And he will find his man on the outside.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And is that Jones, the one slow to get up? Yes, Julio's still down right now. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second down, just 1 yard to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. Spinning past him. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So this is the second consecutive week as you look at the numbers that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well. Always thought he was picking the wrong hole to try and run through. And his blockers, they seem to be getting him to the right place, but he picked the wrong spot. We're seeing some of that again this week. Can they snap it together? Can they get back in sync? Because normally we see them go together very, very well.
So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run.
One of the underappreciated aspects of great quarterbacks is their ability to sell fakes. And on draw plays, when they can sell the pass really hard to the defense and then hand it off, that's when that play's successful.
Let's go! 3-19!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got time. Looking sideline, incomplete. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. The room to run just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
Well, it was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack. As a defender, you've seen that play work all game long. What you have to do, though, is stay with your keys and not overrun plays, because once you do that, they send you in one direction and come back in the opposite.
Now they go screen. It's complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Yes, this is where the expression staying ahead of the chains comes into play. Good runs like that one set you up well for 3rd down.
2nd down following the run. One receiver right, that's Jeffrey.
Green 39! Green 39!
On 2nd down, here's Simeon. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Here we go now.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And out of bounds right around the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A give to Howard running left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Time running out here on the play clock. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. We focus our attention on the Bears defense now. They're hoping to do what they did last time, force another punt. Last time it resulted in a field goal. We'll see if they can get another stop here, though.
And the best defenses are in the business of preventing points and creating points. And that's exactly what these guys did on their last possession. Why? Because they got off the field on 3 and out, turned the ball over to their offense after the punt, and let them roll downfield and put the ball through the post for a field goal.
And that's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Now let's go. 3-19.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I'm actually surprised they didn't get out of that play. I didn't see anyone pressing the line of scrimmage for the defense.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. And the play clock's running down. A give to Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run the option left. And he'll be stopped. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cameron Meredith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And his kick is right through. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down.
Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action here on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one, and now you still have an...
Yeah, the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Bears, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.